How we doing, everybody? It's Snipe Night again. Just a couple things I wanted to hit on, um, and gonna try not to take up so much time. I've actually tried to make this video twice, and both times it came out in more than 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize, and I'm only gonna do it once this time. I have been up for 2 days. I cannot sleep for some reason. Don't worry about me. It happens from time to time. But yeah, so if I ramble, I'm sorry. It's the fact that I haven't slept in 2 days. Anyway, we're going to get right to the point of this video. I just want to throw it out there. For the past 2 days, in my lack of sleep mode, and I'm sorry if I can't come up with the right words, but I'm not exactly the most literate person when I lose a lot of sleep. But anyway, in the time that I've not slept and all this extra time that I have, I've been doing some research on something that I've really gotten into lately, and that is Magic the Gathering. I love this game. I really do. Problem is, I started in January, and I'm really new to the game. And even though it's been 6 months since I started, I haven't played that much because I live on Camp Pendleton, and the game shops that I've tried to go that are close, close being a 25-30 minute drive south of here, I cannot find a game shop. There's a game shop in Oceanside, California that's called Paradise Games, and I can't find it for the life of me. I've called the number that they've got listed, and it says that it's something completely different, so I don't know. And the closest one from there is going 45 minutes north. Point being, I don't have a vehicle. I have to take a bus, or a friend has to drive me, and no one is that willing. I don't get a lot of experience. A lot of people that I know played the game 3 years ago, but stopped, don't play anymore, and really don't get the new rules or the new mechanisms that are in the game that I learned. I don't know the old ones. So, I came in, like I said, January. So that was just as Eldrazi was wrapping up, and Scars, I believe, had either just come out or had been out for maybe a month or two. And then, and that's when Besieged came out when I got back here. So ever since Besieged, since Mirrodin Besieged, I have not played with anyone. I've got no experience. So in total, from the time that I began in Alabama to the time that I made this video, I have maybe 2 months of experience. But I've continued on as far as I can. I'm still building decks. My big problem is I can't really get over this green obsession that I have, and it's not really an obsession, but green is the one that I learned with. So it's kind of like my training wheels. I can't get off of them because I feel like if I do, I will crash and burn. Because the big thing in my mind when I make a deck is mana. I want mana. I want mana fast. I want a lot of it, and I want it to be accessible at all times. I've made a green red. I've made a green white, and both times it was all about getting mana. So I don't have a lot of experience when it comes to other things. I have a green-white night deck. It was a pre-con that I worked on a little bit. I've got this is a green-white as well. It's one of the new Phyrexia pre-cons that I haven't messed with. It's the Splicer Golem pre-con. And the two decks that I have built from scratch without any pre-con in it was my mono green Protean Hydra deck and my mono green Elf deck. And that's it. And I cannot get over it. But the point being is, when I got started in January in Dothan, Alabama, at a shop called Fanatics, with my best friend Reese. When I got started, because he had started a month prior to that, things were going great. I would go to Fanatics, and they're great people there. If you ever go through Dothan, Alabama, high regards for Fanatics. It's Ross Clark Circle. If you go around, if you're coming from Enterprise, you take a right on the circle, go down, and there's a Waffle House with a parking lot entrance. Go in that parking lot. It's on your right. It's right there. It's, like I said, great shop. It's open to, I believe, midnight. It was when I was there, so if it's not anymore, sorry about that. But great place. The guys there, more than willing to help out new guys. A lot of them gave me everything. Their point was they wanted to get me interested, get me hooked, and make me a good player so that I could come back and play with them. And I love that about games. But the point being is they instilled this love of this game with me, and I've always loved strategy games, card games, and things. So it wasn't that hard to get me hooked. The problem is now I'm being weaned off, and that's not a good thing. I keep researching, I keep watching videos and playthroughs, and I try to learn all the time. I've only so far, because of the way that I've been taught, I only understand standard, so I don't know any other formats. I would like to get to know some of them. Commander seems like something I would play later on, but I'm going to try to make it on I think it's the 13th of next month. There's a sealed draft. I'm sorry, once again. But there's a sealed draft next month at Fanatics in Dothan, and I should be home by then. So I hope to go to that so I can try out a sealed draft just to see what it's like. I don't know. I've read the rules. I understand them, 40 card minimum and all that good mess. But once again, I'm a hands-on learner. I have to do something before I get it. I can read about it all day long, but I have to do it before I get it. But once again, I read these things, I check stuff, I go through things, I try to learn new rules, I look through the oracles and make sure that I'm using cards the right way. But it's really hard for me as a player that's barely broken the ice to keep going this way. So I'm really making this video, one, to just kind of vent, and two, because I want to put it out there that if you play Magic, if you enjoy the game, drop me a line and let me know. I'd love to talk. If you're into webcam games, I would love to have a match. That would be fun. I don't care if I lose. It's still a lot of fun for me. So if you're gonna whoop my butt, just whoop my butt. At least I can have fun while we do it. The only thing, and this is the last thing I'm gonna throw out there before this video is at an end, but the only thing I really ask is that if I come to you and ask you for feedback, tell me what you think of this deck, tell me what you think about this combo that I'm coming up with, what do you think about this? If I ask what do you think, I'm not asking you to fix it. I'm asking your opinion on how it's going to work in the way that I want it to work. If it is no good, be a man and say, or woman, don't want to offend anybody, but be a big person and say, it's not going to work. Scrap it and start again. But please, don't take my stuff and say, yeah, you suck at this, I'll fix it. That's all people have done to me. I've posted deck lists online on forums and sites, and all I ever ask is, what do you think? All I ever get back is, well, this is how you can fix it. And they'll give me an entire deck list that has maybe one or two of the cards that I put into this deck in the deck list. Believe me, I've got a guy that gave me 2 lists off of one of my deck about how I can make it better, and both of them stripped it down to maybe 3 or 4 cards at the most. Uh, one of them is he wanted me to make a tourney deck. I'm not ready for tournaments. I barely have any play experience, and I know that doesn't say a lot. Some people can get right into the game, and I really can, but I would like to learn more first. I would like to get over this crazy green thing. I would like to be able to play with multiple colors. I would like to be able to play with 3 or 4 colors, maybe even 5, even though that's insane. But I'd really like to be pointed in a good direction, not put on the path and pushed up a hill. Just stop me if I'm doing something wrong. Say, dude, try this. Take what you got and put this in it. Or take this out, put this in its place, and try that. See if it works for you. That's all I ask. Please just don't take an idea of mine, not tell me that it's shit, excuse the language, and then fix it for me. Because that doesn't do anything for me. It really doesn't. I've got to fail a little bit. Come on, guys. Seriously. But anyway, yeah, so like I was saying, if you're a Magic player and you want to get in touch, I'll leave my email down here, and I'll also leave my Skype and everything just in case. But just drop me a line sometime. Tell me, tell me hey, tell me what's up, and we'll talk about Magic. We'll play a couple of games if you want to. But just wanted to put that out and figured it's a good idea to get it out there so that I can get all this Magic the Gathering stuff off of me for a little while instead of constantly watching these videos, which I'm probably going to go back and do anyway. But thanks for sitting through it, guys. I know it's 12 minutes long, so I appreciate the little bit of time that I'm hoping somebody spent watching it, and I hope everybody has a good day or night, depending on when you watch it. So take it easy, guys.